Good morning, Keller Williams, and welcome back to the KW CommandMC 66-Day Challenge 2.0. And today is day 8. Yesterday we talked about searching, sorting, filtering, and viewing. Today we're going to talk about customizing the columns of data we see in our recruit, and we're also going to look at building out some specific SmartViews. So let's dive back into our recruit applet. We're going to go back into our recruit management tool, and this is where we're going to see that list of recruits that we have available that we've been working with for a while now. And we're going to go in and choose to view a specific set of columns for a specific reason. Now, right now, you can see we have a healthy number of columns, but are we looking at all the data, and are we looking at it in the order that we would prefer to see it? Now, if I was wanting to correspond with these recruits in a TCPA friendly and compliant sort of way, and then maybe follow up via email, well, right now, based upon the screen that I can see, I would have to go in and actually click on every single recruit name, or scroll over, scroll back, scroll over, scroll back. Let's say we wanted to see email and phone number as our first two columns. Well, we can do that by clicking on this gear icon here at the top right-hand corner. And when we do, we're going to get every available column that we have showing up. And we will see the order in which they are actually listed. So in this case, phone number accidentally got unchecked. So we've got a bunch of fake phone numbers. We can check that column. And then we can come in and say, all right, we want primary phone number, which is probably the last one. There it is. We're going to click, hold down our mouse, and drag all the way to the top. And then let's find email in our list, and let's drag that towards the top as well. So we want phone number and then email. Probably good to have last contacted and next task. Source, right now, we brought them all in for broker metrics. We had a couple referrals. I don't know if that's as important. Maybe though I want to know what brokerage they're with, because I sort of have a strategy for each brokerage in my market, sort of know what to attack and what not to attack. So maybe I want to put that underneath last contacted. So now you can see we have reordered our columns, and once we click on apply, we'll see that new order. Now let's say though that we're going and blowing, and all of a sudden we click on something, and then we got to check on something else, and we're going to go into reports, and then we're going to go into administration, and okay, all of a sudden we're back to recruits, and we go into recruit management, and wait a minute, what happened to all my phone numbers and my emails? Well, that was a temporary change, not a permanent change. If I want a permanent change to the way that I see this data, I'm going to have to use what we call a smart view. You can see we already have a SmartViews set up for CommandMC in 66 days, but let's say I wanted to make a change to that. I would click on the gear. Again, we're going to check primary phone number and move it to the top. We're going to go find email and move that just below. And then we're going to find brokerage and put that just below last contacted. There's brokerage. All right, so that's the way we like to see it. Now we can see all of our fake phone numbers, all of our fake emails, when we last contacted them, and then what brokerage they're with. We're now going to say, yeah, that's the way we like it. That's how we want to see this particular smart view. So I would click on update. And now if I go somewhere else inside of CommandMC and then come back to my recruit management tab, because that smart view was saved, you can see we now have the columns in the order that we requested or that we like to see for that same reason. Now maybe there's a time that you have a special use case where you want the columns in a different order. So let's click on columns, and maybe I'm doing some data checking. I really am going to start getting into who are the top agents in my recruit tool. I want to put together a maybe an email invite to a top agent mastermind, but I only want to bring in those that have over 100 units or those that have over $10 million in volume. So I'm going to come in and move volume and units to the very top and click on apply. Now, volume and units are not going to be that important to me unless I'm doing my invite for my top agent mastermind. So this is a new smart view that I want to create. So we're going to come in and do create, and this will still be CommandMC in 66 days, but this is top agent mastermind. Now, do I want that to be my default? No, I don't want to see that every time I log in. I want to be able to select that from my dropdown. So we're going to click on create. And now you can see by default, it changes the view to this view. However, remember, if we if we come out of the recruit applet and go back into the recruit applet and go into recruit management, well, where did the year-to-date volume? Oh man, all that stuff is gone. Oh wait, we saved it as a smart view. So now I can come in and find that CommandMC in 66 days. And you can see there's a couple of smart views in here. Top agent mastermind, I can click on that. And now you can see that we have our filtered list with our year-to-date volume and year-to-date units first, and then our phone number and email, last contacted brokerage. So you may have a variety of smart views for your recruits based upon the activities that you're taking. And remember, you probably have an entire growth team. So maybe you have your MCTT and PC combining to call R1s. Well, we could go in and then filter, right? And I could say, hey, I want to create a filter as the MCTT or the PC for just R1s. My team leader is calling the R2s. I just need to see the R1s. So I could come in and filter for R1s. And again, we want to make sure that we have our tag in place, right? So we've got our fake recruits here. So now we can see just our fictional characters, our fictional phone numbers and emails, but I'm the person responsible for red ones or R1s. I could save this as my smart view. It's also important to note that each leadership member has their own smart views. So if you're the team leader creating a smart view for R2s, your PC, your MCTT, your ATL, your MCA, your OP, they're not going to be able to see your smart views, and vice versa. So each leadership team member can create their own customized columns and smart views for their use based upon what they're doing inside of the recruits applet. That's it for today, guys. The ability to customize your columns and then create smart views based upon either a filtered list, a reordered column list, making the recruit management tool look the way you want it to look when you're doing a specific set of work. As always, it's fantastic talking to you, and I'll look forward to speaking with you again real soon.